just a showcase of what this guy's capable of. So even if he doesn't get to play during LPL, like, now we know what this man is willing to do. The Fiora versus the GP this time around, Lwx. So Top Esports used that as a flex this time around, which is great to see. Syndra going potential bottom lane.
And again, we talked about how comfortable this is for FPX last time around. You still have heal up for JackeyLove and flash for Dwall, so this isn't going to be easy.
Oh, the face breaker, Lwx. Perfect for JackeyLove, but as Chris tanks it out, he's still going to go down. 369 TPing it as well is bad news. Bears as the barrel chain, I think, was between two. Undertow needed for Tien to secure the kill, but under turret, he's gone too far forward, and Draw had a perfect stun lock there. Tien has to burn his flash. We can see that Tien is fighting over the vision line in Pixel Brush, but it is a flash forward from Top Esports who know Tien doesn't have ulti. JackeyLove's here too with the arcane shift. They give over the kill to the AD carry, and Tien sticking around a bit too long. GP. I also want to note, isn't it funny that he's wearing the FPX skin as the damage still coming out? Cannon Barrage is there, Lwx, pops it in front of him, needs one more parlay, but the flash away saves the day while FPX is setting up their bottom lane dive. JackeyLove now going to get undertowed, once to the face, second to the back of the hips as Karsa has come on in. His Skyfall is in a perfect position as Tien's going to get locked up. He's got the damage to kind of just die quietly here. Thank you tonight. And thank you as Top Esports managed to get a lot across the map.
Really should have used that ultimate forced flash out of Fiora, which I don't think means too much.
Are we done here? This is Doinb teleporting to the top side of the map. The grand challenge issued in 369 against the turret as Doinb takes too many. Xiaolaohu will get the fight, but I think Top Esports just keep winning out.
Yeah, again, you dedicate resources top lane, send. I feel like keeping our hand on the pulse of this build will be quite nice, as obviously Fiora really needs to take a big role in FPX's comp if they are to, you know, pull back in this series.
Makes sense why the Rift Herald's been given up to this top lane. 330 gold apiece to both Doinb and Xiaolaohu. We'll have to find out how far that extends. Even getting a second charge in this top lane, not really received well by way. Also very hard to dive the GP with that. You can only riposte once. And once only. As Top Esports, you mentioned them getting the Dragon. Second one picked up, and okay, we have a Mountain Rift. We have a Mountain Rift, which for both teams isn't going to be as impactful as the Ornn tops that we've seen. But
vision of either Karsa or Jgl, so maybe feeling a bit scared with that one.
Oh, Tien's walked into the lens, spotted out Ragnarok time, but Karsa can block this away. So much burst damage available. With now Xiaolaohu in a bad position, he has to dash and riposte, run, lunge, and Skyfall time. You know what? Karsa says Q flash, and it's done and dusted. 2 kills for him.
Backing so aggressively in that jungle. At the time when Chris was actually backing out and heading towards
hang
the
on,
lane.
Killer Instinct used. 369 has to flash away from this one. Lwx getting the follow-up while Herald is being done. So the rest of Top Esports are up here. They know Lwx is there, but Crisp has joined the play as well. 2 versus 1 for Drawers. Barrel set up a very big reality to get the slow, but teleport coming in here from Xiaolaohu. He flashes over the wall, gets the grand challenge, and a massive shutdown over to Doinb, while Lwx also takes down 369. Haymaker lines true. A double shutdown for FPX, and Herald now the turn of play.
Is there, and he has TP available, so they're going to be abusing that TP advantage. I think for FPX, the most important thing is seeing Doinb actually take a flank angle this time around and really being able to put some pressure onto a carry like Knight on the Syndra.
Which is where he's been set up with the Rift Herald charging bottom, so there is a bit of a timer, and Top Esports know that. They get the engage, and that is in the form of Scatter the Weak, with True Shot Barrage putting Lwx super low. He doesn't have enough lifesteal, and Doinb almost getting caught out as well means a lot of ultimates have been used by Top Esports. Another great Scatter the Weak, the poke comes through, Draw engages, but it's Ragnarok time as he burns down. The full engage from Crisp in the backline sets up the kill on Draw and Knight, and it's poking from back to front that Top Esports can find retribution in this play. Karsa goes in once again, and the poke from JackeyLove, fantastic as Tien goes around the backside, but it's not enough. Once more, the kill Bellblade needed from JackeyLove, who gets a triple kill. He played that fight so freaking well.
And it happens once again where War Drinker sustains through all the damage, but in the end, they leave JackeyLove alive. And this is why we've been harping on, you know, having an AD carry with mobility, being able to burst and then flash away from the GP on the latter half. But it doesn't matter. JackeyLove picks up that one as well.
Oh, sure, can flip miss from Doinb. That could have been the difference as Lwx just dies to 369. I didn't see how that happened, but Meanwhile, FPX are losing in the top side as well as teleports being burnt by Xiaolaohu. Knight zoning them with Scatter the Weak. A Shuriken Flip this time does connect, but Solar Flare on top of Tian. He's just gone. JackeyLove Arcane shifting forward once again. Xiaolaohu regrets the decision. Top Esports have won.
Are just a level above FPX at this point. Again, we saw this exact best of 5, obviously very different time about 6-7 months ago at MSC. Very similar result with Top Esports 3-1ing FPX.
And now they want to fight 3 versus 5 low health bars. Grand challenge on the backline. Xiaolaohu bringing this back in a favorable position against 369 as well. Jumps on in. This Fiora trying her hardest, but it is JackeyLove who needs to be stopped with another double. FPX in sore trouble.
Yeah, and JackeyLove's teamfight positioning this series has just been phenomenal.
Killer instinct. Lwx finally finds it. There you go, FPX. You get something back.
Yeah, their pockets with this mid lane turret. But we all know the next timer we're looking at is that Drake, since Top Esports are on soul points, so we'll be in about 2.5 minutes. We are going to see how 369 solo killed Lwx. I guess not a solo kill because JackeyLove did get some damage down. We see an engage come in on the top side of the map with Tian running forward aggressively. Doinb also walking a bit too far forward.
And now going aggressive again on top of Knight. The perfect execution used. He's close to killing Knight. He needs one more Q, but Knight survives. Only just not enough damage as 369 backs him up.
Yeah, and again, the most comfortable, though he has had a bit of an impact this game. I would say it looks like Tian having a lot more
seconds left. With Dragon, 1 minute and 5 until it spawns. So these are aligning quite nice.
Really interesting item that we actually don't see built on that many champions, picked up by 369.
As solo kill territory once again, the Unleashed Power, great Scatter the Weak. What more can you expect from Knight? As Xiaolaohu is just forced to now sit and farm. Dragon's up in 20 seconds, and that was a big engage, big grand challenges. FPX want the fight beforehand. Chris gets a 4-man facebreaker, but Tian flashes into his death. Chris now wants the Haymaker shield. He layers it down, but Top Esports have too much damage themselves. It's all in now for FPX as Doinb does the same. Another triple over to JackeyLove. They can't kill this AD carry, so it's all thrown in the bin.
Yeah, and that looked like a bit of a desperation play for FPX, especially after Tian got picked off. Xiaolaohu,
he's just dead.
Not going to be able to do anything. Yep, does his best right on the Fiora. Just kind of stuck in the middle of the enemy team. But yeah, Tian got picked off to start that one off, and it looks like the other members of FPX are like, well, he's in there. Dragon's about to come up. We got to do something to throw everything at the drawing.
FPX right now trying to defend one thing is hard. I mean, Xiaolaohu trying to add pressure. Nowhere to be seen. Baron starting up once again.
Yeah, and again, FPX are going to have to come and try and contest for this one. They are TPing in now.
But they will lose the game if they do this. Doinb's going into JackeyLove. I regret that decision if I'm the Akali. I'll tell you one thing. One's Ray with the perfect execution, but 369 hot in the trail. Last tick gets him to safety.
To get away. But this is what we talked about, right? FPX cannot just run straight. Seriously, maybe your best hope is just looking for a steal at this point. Ooh, Tian?
I mean, Xiaolaohu's coming in on the flank. Karsa's at half health, so I'm looking at this Fiora as Baron slightly resets to the tune of 6,000 health. Akali again with the Shuriken Flip. Doinb thinking about going in. Tian going in over the wall as well. Chris gets that showstopper once more. The Haymaker lines down the middle. Karsa flies in. So does Lwx, though, who just gets obliterated on the back line. There's way too much shielding, way too much burst, and FPX feel the brunt of it in one single play. Knight Q's down, auto attacks, and Draw comes in to help the helping hand of Knight already there. It's Top Esports, again, a 5-0, Baron, and probably the game.
Yep, Top Esports have just been in control of this game pretty much, I'd say from the start, other than some early laning shenanigans, but great play. We're just going to start seeing a push of Top Esports into FPX's base, and we've already seen
2019 have not been the same since, and Top Esports are showing they're kind of the new kings as forward they go with the March of Baron buff, and Xiaolaohu caught out on the backside. The Solar Flare locks him down, and he's at half health, has to run away, while the rest of Top Esports uses Baron to maybe say the game's over.
Yeah, and Top Esports are at the point where they can realistically just keep whittling them down under turret. They have the range from the Syndra, they have all the Ezreal damage.
Crisp is in, showstopper once again, but the Haymaker shield means nothing against JackeyLove. One by one, the ants, because that's what they are, go marching in. It's JackeyLove triple. We're ready for the pentakill, I think, as Dan would be happy for that one. Doinb at a quarter health, and Karsa jumping in once more. JackeyLove behind them. True Shot Barrage layers down, but it's Karsa who takes the kill. JackeyLove over the wall. His damage absolutely bonkers with the full-blown ace. Top Esports are going to disappoint fans as this quarterfinal is going down 3-0. FPX didn't stand a chance in under an hour and a half. Top Esports have dismantled them, shown us that their new support is capable of handling the heat, and that Top Esports are something to be feared. Moving on to the semi-finals and Demacia Championship.
Yeah, Hysterics, a bit of a disappointing result for FPX, but I gotta say, right, it was a bit expected. We know Top Esports have been in good form despite obviously losing out in semis at Worlds. It is still semis of Worlds. Of course, FPX, the last time we saw them lost in round 1 at Reach.
I will say that, JackeyLove this series, I think, has been one of the best performing members. 369 and Knight had moments of bliss and had great consistent moments as well. It's hard to name an MVP for this series, but I think JackeyLove has just